Up everyone, it is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into the new Makeup by Alinna rain palette. So I follow her on Instagram, and when I found out she had a palette with BPerfect, and I know BPerfect's kind of formula is amazing, I decided I was gonna go ahead and get her palette. Now I will say the first thing that upset me about this palette is there's like 4 glitters in it. Let me check and make sure. Yeah, there's like 4 glitters in here, and I'm not feeling that at all, but this is what the inside of the palette looks like. Simply stunning. It's that book packaging like Nikki Tutorials palette, and as you can see, the carton it comes in matches that, and even inside of like the palette looks nice. Like that's what the inside of the box looks like. It has a nice pretty coloring inside of it. But I was mainly excited about the color story. I do like a lot of the colors that are in here. Like I said, I'm not feeling the pressed glitters, and I'm not feeling the oranges and like the neutral shades or whatever, but I know she does a lot of neutral shades, so I mean it made sense for, like, you know, the person who made the collab, but I just wasn't like super excited about it. So I'm gonna start off with giving y'all comparisons of each product, of course, as usual, since I usually compare you know, palettes at the beginning, or at least I try to, and then I give y'all in-depth comparisons on my IG. So follow Gel Beauty 87 on IG if you want to see Instagram stories of them, and then I keep the highlights up on my page so you can see more. But we're gonna start off with this Color Trip palette from Cash Beauty that I just did a look with recently. Somebody told me I looked like Finding Dory with that eye look on, and then like when they made a good point, I just started laughing. I was like, what else can I say? Like, I see your point. So this, ooh, Jesus. So this is what the palette looks like alongside the Color Trip palette. As you can see, they have some with similar color stories, but it mainly just seems like it's a rainbow palette. So like if it's supposed to be a rainbow palette, then you know. There's that. Next, I'm going to get into the Blends palette. My battery always trying to die as soon as I start filming, y'all. I swear I don't know what's going on, but this is what the Blends palette looks like alongside this palette. Let me hurry up before it actually dies. Then I have the Surge palette look alongside. Now Surge doesn't look exact to it. I do feel like it looks closer than the original Blends though, just because of the tones. Maybe it's just me and the light in my face, and because I'm trying to rush. Oh Lord, y'all, I just dropped my Surge palette, and y'all know it's hard to get that one right now. So last thing I need to do is that. And of course we have the Stacey Marie palette. This is Tahiti Love and this one. So this is what they both look like. Now I'm gonna go get a battery, and then I will zoom in and we can start on eye looks. I think this palette cost me $46, by the way, if anyone's curious. Okay, yeah, this is the look I came up with. So I just tried to keep it really warm. I already had the green on the lower last time, believe it or not. I used the green from Natasha Denona's palette earlier, but I am going to add some more of the sage color underneath there because it is worn off since I initially put it on. But I used the Amped liner from the Wired collection from Urban Decay to rub down on there to make it last as long as it did. But as you can see, they're not even the same color because it's getting brighter now that I'm using the shade Sage. But I was like, it's so pretty, I just have to use it. And I have forgot that I was going to use this palette because I had planned on doing a totally different look, but I think it turned out nice with this weird green shade underneath my lower lash line. So, you know, I'm here for it. It's a vibe. It's giving a nice little extra pop because we know I'm extra with the eye. So, now there you go. So I mixed a lot of different shades in this palette, y'all. I ain't gonna front. So I mixed this orange with that orange. I mixed this. I did this red. I mixed the dark matte blue with, dark matte purple with this one. I used the pink in the crease with the red. Y'all saw the sage on the lower lash line. Believe it or not, I used the neutrals on the lid, so I used this gold on the lid, and I used the shade in the inner corner. So I don't know what was going on with me. I decided I need to use 40 shades in the palette. I don't know why. So I'm gonna start off with the shade Ritual. That's the orange, and then I mixed the shade Glory, that other orange I showed you, with them together in order to make whatever this eye look is that I'm giving you. I tried to be like a makeup Missa and give y'all like a sunset moment, but you know I don't really do sunsets. And for somebody who didn't like orange, I feel like I've been using it quite a bit, so you know I don't know what's going on with that either. But you know I was just trying to switch it up since I feel like I do so much cool tone stuff. I figured I should probably try some warm tone stuff sometimes. So that's what this is, essentially me trying to do warm tones. I will say it was easy to build up the pigmentation needs, and they blend out quite nicely if you can't see. So I was loving that about this palette. That was like the first thing I noticed. I was like, yes. Pigmentation on point, but I mean like it's BPerfect, and we've seen from the Stacey Marie palettes that their formula is on point, so I wasn't surprised that this was on point either. So after I got that cute little number done, I decided I was going to take the red and go toward the front of the eye. So that's the shade Sultan. And I just I tapped it in here and like blended it to like right here where my brow bone is. So I patted it to start off with, just to kind of build it up a little bit, because I was putting on top of other shades and I didn't know how pigmented it was going to be on top of other shades. So I was like, let me just pat it a little bit, and then I kind of swirled and blended it out. Now the pink to me was interesting when I used it in here, because I felt like it didn't give as much as I was initially hoping it would once I added the purple on the outer V, because I did all the pre-shades first for once. Sometimes I switch it up and do that like my girl Karen Harris does. And this was one of the days I felt like doing it. Why? I don't know. I was just in the mood. And since I was changing other stuff, I was like, maybe I should change that too. So then I did. But we're going to dip back into Ritual and Glory now and build up that shade a little bit, because I want it to be seen over the red. And the way the red just blended in the crease, you can't really see it that much. So I want the orange to be seen just like the red. So there we go with that. It's looking good. Now we're going to go into, where's the brush for that? Oh yeah, so I'm going to the shade Bloom. That's the name of the pink. Sorry, y'all, lip gloss is sticking to my face. Or my hair was sticking to the lip gloss. It's horrible. Now with this, I noticed when I patted it in and I don't know, it didn't give me what I was hoping for. So I tried to bring it like halfway and meet them toward the middle part like this. So just patting it in real cute. And bring it halfway in. I wanted some brightness on the outer part, and then kind of go into depth in the inner part, so it'd be like brightness in the middle and outer and inner are kind of eat. That was the purpose behind it. As you can see right here, you can see, but you see the pink isn't really giving what I was hoping it would give. At least for me isn't. So that was a little disappointing. Now we're gonna go into the shades Heirloom and Goddess. Those are the two shades I pointed to earlier, that purple and then that lighter pinkish shade. So kind of do a little bit on here, a little bit up in here, and as you see, like it's not blending on the pink that well. Like when I went like this, you see how the pink just peeks through right here. I hope you see what I'm talking about. Like the pink peeks through right in there when I try to blend this over it. So it doesn't really, they don't really blend well together, this purplish pinkish shushy shade and the actual purple, because it's just sitting on top of the shade. So I wasn't necessarily thrilled about that, but you know, I was like, the show must go on, and I had already started on this eye look, and I'm like, it's like, you know, 4:30 in the morning. Who's gonna try to fix this? I mean, I tried to fix it a little bit just because I was like, I don't want, you know what I'm saying, my whole effort to be lost completely. So we're gonna go back into Bloom now and try to like have this moment in between here. And as you can see, it just weaves a weird little line when I try to blend it like that. So I don't know what's going on with that and why it's doing that, but I forgot to point out and show y'all, like, see, you're doing this weird little line, girl. Girl, I don't know. I don't know why it's doing a weird little line. I just know it is. Let's see. We're gonna take the brush that has both the oranges on it and go back in with it again too, because again, whenever I put another color on the outer V, I feel like it just makes the orange disappear. And although I don't like orange, since we're trying to make a whole gradient situation, we gotta stick with it now, girl. We gotta be committed, because you know, we already did now. It's too late. I'm just dusting on the other side. I didn't add any more product. Just dusting on the other side. We just dusting on the other side, because you know it's there. We're there. Everything's available, so we're just gonna do it. It's fine. So let me go ahead and just dust all this off here real quick, and then I'll go last line like so. So I feel like it's giving me, like, the look I'm doing reminds me of, what is it, the Witching Hour from Unearthly Cosmetics, which is actually 50% off right now. So if you want it, you should probably go grab it. Random side note, but all the colors I got on my eyes just reminded me of that palette. I don't know why. Probably because, you know, all the colors remind me of it, and that's what I chose to do. We're gonna take the shade Tie now. That's the one I have put on my lid, but I'm taking this Refer 21 that the late great Mel Thompson actually made them make the reminder of her some MAC brush she loved so much that I think they took away from natural hair and made synthetic. I don't know which one Mel said it was, but you know, that's what this brush is supposed to be designed for. And I think it does a really good job when I have to use glitter glue and then cut my crease to make this what I look up more now. So as you can see, the shade's quite pigmented and nice. It has a little bit of a shift in it to it, like when you look at the pan versus looking at it like head on. It looks like it has like a pinkish, greenish, I guess gold type shift to it. I believe that's what I'm saying. turquoise and in, and then we're gonna add some more of the purple and the pink and all the crease shades back in and all that good stuff in order to finish off the look like we need to. And I'll put my liner and mascara on off camera because we'll spend enough time doing this, and then I still got a couple more palette comparisons I meant to show you in the beginning that I didn't, but I had ended up leaving them at home. So when I went home the night I did the intro, I packed them, and I was like, when I do this video today, which is Friday, I'll show them to you. So we got to show those at the end too, so I got to get all that done too. So I'm just blending this over. That's made it look a little more even, if you will. Okay, where's my dusting brush? Now we're gonna dust over this real quick. Then we're gonna go back into all the shades because, like I said, I feel like they get covered up whenever I do this. So we're gonna look a bit more red. Plus, sometimes I be trying to cover up the line where I cut it, since I know I'm not gonna do any special graphic line or anything like that. So I'll be like, cover it up, bro. Let's cover it up with the red, which was Sultan. Now we're gonna go back to the pink again. Of course, we have to go back into the orange to intensify a little bit more. I mean, as if it isn't intense enough. We all know this. That's not the point. So we're gonna take Ritual and Glory and combine those and dust over this once more and make sure it's just as intense as possibly be. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, but we're just not adding more product. This brush and dust off this real quick. Okay. Now let's go into our inner corner shade. So our inner corner shade is Antique. It's a cute little moment here. I am going to do a blue look. Of course, we know me. I have to. Like, it's a requirement of life for me to do a blue, green, and purple look with this palette. And I might do another sunset look with like the yellow and the orange and the red and the green for a nice summery effect. But for right now, you can stick to this. So it gives a nice pinky, peachy inner corner look, if you will. So this is our finished eye look, girl. You back you on up so we can have a cute little discussion about this palette and show you these other palettes to compare it to. Because now you're too close. I need a little bit of personal space now. It was fun, but I need some personal space. You know, like when he don't want to cuddle afterwards. Okay. No. But so we're gonna compare this to Wahala. What is this? Why is this so dirty? Wow, y'all, so much pink shadow fell off when I was like dusting off and hitting, like, look at all this pink shadow on my hand. That just came off me dusting off the shadow. So they're very powdery, as you can see, because all that just fell. But this is Wahala 2 versus, Wahala, the original one, versus the Makeup by Alinna palette. As you can see, I feel like there are somewhat similarities in here. This is a little more jewel tone. This is, of course, jewel tone. But the one that really got me was the one I'm about to show you now. Oh my God, y'all, Jamrock No Limitations. I don't know how I forgot about my favorite palette from Playing and Makeup by Yolando, but honey, like, if you already own that palette, do you really need this one? Because she already made you a brown girl friendly version of it. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know down below if y'all want to see a battle of both these to see if we can get a similar eye look. Because I think there might be some similar shimmers in here along with here that we can compare to each other. I think that'd be fun. So I can do that over the weekend if y'all want. And then another time you can see it. But you're going to see this video Friday, hopefully. Fingers crossed, I'm praying that we can get it done. But yeah, those are just the other couple of palettes I wanted to show. I got some more I'm going to show on Joe Beauty 87, my Instagram story. So you need to be following me on Instagram if you want to see all the comparisons I have. But those were a couple more I could think of. Now let's talk about this palette, girl. Fire, 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 fire. Love this palette. I love Makeup by Alinna. I love the quality of this palette. It was amazing. It blended out like a dream. It gave me this gorgeous sunsetty eye look that I'm just here for and loving. As you can see, I'm looking in the mirror instead of talking to you about it. But yeah, so the only thing I'll say is keep in mind these shadows are powdery, and of course we all know I am hating the fact that all this pressed glitters in here. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Why must there be pressed glitters? You know how many shimmers I could have with that instead? I mean, if you're gonna use them on top of like your eyeliner to like make a decorative like gel liner, then I guess I get the glitters, because I mean, I know she does that a lot. I don't know if she uses like glitters to put it on with, but I mean, that's the only thing I can see myself using them for, because otherwise they serve no purpose in my palette and they need to go away. I don't care where they go, just get away from me. So yeah, I definitely recommend the palette though. The quality is amazing. I'm absolutely in love, obsessed with this palette, and I definitely want to do more looks with it. Maybe I can do the blue look with each one of these palettes and see how that goes. Again, let me know down below if you want to see a look with this, because I don't think there's that many blue shadows in this palette, but I feel like there might be enough for us to try to create a somewhat similar look just based upon what I showed you. But yeah, I am truly impressed with this palette. I didn't try the greens and blues because I know Karen said they were disappointing, but I haven't actually used those yet. I literally just did the sunset moment with you all. But I will say that sage green is very impressive to me. But in all fairness, I did have the Amped eyeliner underneath my eyes all day, and y'all know Urban Decay eyeliner is budge proof and ain't moving, so it could just be that with that shade. But I saw it went on pretty well for Karen, so I'm hoping to go on pretty well for me when I do finally decide to use it. But point of the story, if you want this palette, definitely get it. I love the formula on it. The formula on this is just as good as the ones by makeup by sorry, not makeup, it's Stacey Marie, the makeup artist. Like, I actually like the purple in here way more than I like the purple in her what is the Tahiti Love. I didn't like the purples in there, if you all remember from the video I did, or if I told you about it. Like, I didn't like the purples in that palette, so I like the purples in this palette a lot more. And y'all know I'm a purple palette connoisseur, so that alone should tell you that, you know, the purples are fire. They're very pigmented, they go on very nicely, and I am obsessed. So those are my thoughts on this palette. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to give you all more looks with it, and I can't wait to see if we can battle these out and see if you don't necessarily need to get it if you have planned makeup by Yolanda, because she always has sales going on, and it takes BPerfect a while to put their collab palettes on sale. So like I said, those are my thoughts. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all the diamonds. Let me know what you think of this look, because I tried to give y'all some fire as opposed to, you know, like a cool tone situation like I normally do, and I think I did a pretty decent job. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all the diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.